I want to work on rhythm playing some more right now. While we're practicing our chords, we're going to play E chord to A chord, back and forth, and I want to have a good, strong, nice, even rhythm feel. So I want to use a specific pattern, okay? I want you to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and, okay? So that's going to be that 1, 2, 3, A. Now notice a couple things. When I do these changes, I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. You see what I do? I lift 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So almost if you think of the last and of one bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change. So as long as you're playing this rhythm pattern in time, it just works in the flow of the rhythm. You don't notice it. It's musical. It's kind of a cool effect. I like it, and it's just it's just part of playing rhythm and making chord changes, especially in constant rhythm patterns like this. So our rhythm, let's talk about that, okay? When we're doing this, we've got the E. One of the main things I want to get happening is this is tricky, is the down, up. You want to try to get them to match the volume. So in other words, this might be a little brash to make my point, but sometimes it might be like, because when you're not used to playing the upstrokes, right? And there's actually nothing wrong with those upstrokes being accented a little bit. That's a musical sound, and I think that works okay. But you just don't want it to really ring out and be cutting or brash sounding, right? So you have to kind of experience what that feels like. So just doing something like this, just taking a chord. I'm going to do this really slow, okay? 1, 2. Try to match the volume of the down and the up. It's hard. And when I come up, notice that my pick is going to pull this way. It's going to pull the nose of the pick down, right? So you just have to make sure that the pick doesn't fly out of your fingers. 1, 2. I am putting so little pressure right now on my pick. It's just, I'm not holding it like that. In fact, if I was, I would be hitting the strings too hard. So remember, experience, even, you can practice this, have a little pile of picks on your leg, and practice seeing if you can do the strum and holding the pick as soft as you need to. This is really one of these things that the payoff of doing this is time doing this, okay? But I love playing rhythm guitar. I love doing like strumming an electric guitar on a rock tune. It's very satisfying because you're almost playing the role of a percussionist as well, and you have to be. When you play with a drummer and a bass player, let's say you're getting really into doing this, right? And you're having fun and you're like, I want to play with a band. I want to play with a bass player and a drummer. Well, you suddenly, if you listen to this, you're a percussionist. The minute you're making these kind of sounds, you're playing percussion. That's no different than somebody hitting a drum or hitting a note on a bass. That sound, that's going to be mixing with the drums. So you have to be very aware of rhythm. In developing this rhythm, what is it? Down, What does it feel like up, down, up, down, up, down, up? Just do that. And try to make it even. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm holding my pick with such a teeny amount of pressure, but I don't feel at all worried about dropping my pick. And that's because I've done this a lot. So, the more you do it, you'll get that. And then it'll just be fun. You won't think about it. You're not thinking about, oh, I'm afraid I'm going to drop my pick. You're not thinking about that. But we've really got to get this. Notice what your pick does, and think about the physics of what's happening when you pull the pick up. Well, the pick is being pulled the opposite way. When you go here, so you have to be aware of that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. And I notice when I come up, notice my wrist kind of angles this way a little bit. So I kind of go like that. And your goal when you're doing this, whether you're playing with a song, whether you're playing with a jam track or a play-along track or a metronome, is to try to imagine that you are trying to completely be united, one with that metronome. And don't forget rhythm. It's easy to get wrapped up in the physicality of guitar, watching your fingers, watching this. Never forget the rhythm. The rhythm, the time going by it's invisible. We can see hands and picks, but it's easy to lose the rhythm. So keep focusing on that, okay? So let's practice this right now. We're gonna use the tune Satisfaction. And it's good, it's 2 chords. E to A. That's going to be our rhythm, okay? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll count you in, okay? It's the key of E. Now, again, these examples are fast because we kind of use the actual track as our guide when we make the play-along tracks. Slow it down. Do it as slowly as you need to play this confidently. Slow is good. Doing it slowly is good. So don't ever feel bad about that, right? That's the way people learn. It's the right way. It's the best way to do it with music. Start slow and slowly build it up, and you'll be happy you did that. All right, let me hear the track, please. And it fades out, I wanted to tell you too. It's a slow fade, so you'll hear the music drifting out, and I'll just stop. 3, 4. There's Satisfaction. Give that a shot and try and get in there and play in the groove with that and get a good sound, play in time, and have fun with that.